Howdy y'all, it's Kathy from Rust Paper Scissors, and I'm here today to participate in the Junk Journal Challenge 3 Under 30. What I'm going to make today is clusters or page tabs or even journal prompts, whatever you like to call them. What I use when I make mine is I like to use a piece of corrugated cardboard. I use either I call them an alligator hair clip or a small paper clip. And my style is pretty minimalistic, so usually I just add maybe some ribbon twist paper and a digital. It just depends on how elaborate you want to be, but the corrugated cardboard gives you a good base to, attach things to. The one thing you have to consider on the cardboard is the orientation of your, how you want it on the page. If you want it to be portrait to come down from the top, or if you want it to come from the side. And if you want it to come from the top, the cardboard needs to go up and down. If you want it to come from the side, it needs to go through the side. And all I do is to attach the clip is I just turn the cardboard on the side, and I try to usually find the center, and then I just slip it in there, and it holds very well. You could even have something on the back if you wanted. But it's quick and easy. That's really what I like. And then you can also take a paper clip, and again, you find the side, and I use the small end of the paper clip, and you just find the little hole and you stick it in there, and now you have a paper clip that you can't really see, and it adds easily to a page or a cover. So, you have a lot of options. So the supplies, let me start the timer and I'll go over the supplies quickly, and we'll get started. Okay, there's our 30 minutes. Okay, I use the corrugated cardboard, alligator hair clips, a digital, some ribbon twist paper, and this is one that we're going to create today. This is also one that we're going to create today. So I'm going to put these off to the side and we'll just get started. So we'll do this one first. This was just a little digital that I had, and what I do is I take the corrugated cardboard, and you can tear it, but it's kind of hard to tear, so I cut it with these deco edge scissors, and it leaves kind of like a little rough. It mimics a torn edge. So that's what I use to cut the corrugated cardboard. That's also what I use to cut the ribbon twist paper, and I cut that to size, and then I just layer things up. I take my digital and I'm going to put it on there, get it sent, and then I put it there. So these are really quick and easy. I'm just going to add my glue. It'll cooperate today. Okay, let's see. Doesn't want to come out today. There's it got. Okay. So then, like I say, I'll just center this on my paper, and then I try to kind of pull it and to make sure it's on there good, and it's no real wrinkles because, and then when I glue it to the cardboard, I only glue where the digital is because I want the edges to kind of roll up a little bit. Sometimes I'll tear them, and so get this glue to go a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Okay. I've got more than enough glue. And then I'll just center it on the cardboard. Okay. And then I'll take I'll make sure it's dry, kind of let it dry a little bit. And then this one is going to clip from the top. So I'm just going to try to find the center, a center one if I can. And then I just add the hair clip, and it's very secure. It's not going to come off. And we have one made. Okay. On this one, we could add a little rhinestone. You could add like a little embellishment, so when it sticks out the top of the journal, you see like just a little embellishment. So there you have it, and then there it is on your page. So like I say, they're quick and easy. They're fun. Let's do this one. This was one of my favorites. This was a Halloween Halloween cluster or page tab. What I wanted to, I've talked about this before, but we're going to add a book plate, and we're going to add a little metal rim tag with a little label on there. And I've talked about this before, but what I like to do is use the Avery website, and I'll use a full sheet of shipping labels, and so I can add quite a few circles or quotes, whatever, on that page, and then I cut them out. I also use them, this is Avery label paper, or the return address labels, and I'll use them because I know that the label is the perfect size for my book plate, and it just makes a quick and easy tab, and we'll show that. But what I have is I have a digital here, and then all I do is I take the ribbon twist paper, and it opens up pretty easily. And then I like to kind of take the paper and kind of unravel it so it's a little easier to use. And then what I do is I'll take my image, and I'm going to glue it on there, and then I'll cut around it. So what I do is I just try to center it kind of where I think I'm going to be able to cut it down. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I think I'm out of frame. And then all I do is I take my Deco Edge scissors, and and I'm just gonna use that as a frame, and I just cut it. And it cuts pretty easily. I like these scissors, they do a pretty good job. Sometimes you have to help it. And then I'm going to just trim up the top. Like I say, this paper doesn't tear really easy. You could probably tear it, but I haven't had great success tearing it, so I usually just cut it. And then it looks like it's been torn. Okay. So there we have our little digital image, and I'm going to attach it to my page. I'm going to cut this. Now I'll leave it just like that because I want to make sure that that fits on there. Okay, so I'll glue that down. Just kind of place it where I want it. Kind of have to hold it for a minute and let that glue catch. The next thing we're going to make is, I'm going to turn it over and see if that doesn't put the glue on there, see if that doesn't help glue it. This is again an example of the words that I print out on the Avery labels, and you can kind of see the label, but all I've done is gone around the book plate and outlined it, so I can just cut this out very easily. And then I do just some kind of fussy, not fussy cutting, but I just I don't cut exactly. I just make it easy on myself, cutting a round. So I'll make kind of a tab rather than cut it round, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we should be ready to attach it to our book plate. And I've already put the little holes in there. What I use is, I like these little book plates. I like to use them on journals and pages. And then I'll take a rusted mini brad, and I'm just going to go through there and attach it if I can see what I'm doing. Okay, we'll just attach it that way, and then we'll attach the other end. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit close, and I think you can see a little bit better. So this one I'm going to have to trim the edges just a little bit. I want it to be more perfect. I'm just trimming the edges. I'm going to cut that off so we don't see the paper. And then just trim it up. And then we'll get this edge cleared up. Okay, there, now you have, this is going to be the little embellishment on this tag. And let's see, that kind of got a little crooked. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to add this plate here. And I just try to get glue on the brads as well as everywhere else. And let's get it. Now I'm going to try and center it where I want it. Not seeing straight today. Not getting things straight. Okay. So I was going to add this clip on the side. Again, I try and find the center. I'm just going to slip it in there. And then I made this little metal rim tag that says bone collector. And all I'm going to do is, from the back here, I'm going to just slip it on and then bring it over to the edge. And now you have a little embellishment on the edge and a little tab. And it could slip onto a journal page. And then this could hang on the side. So there's another example. I don't want to lay straight. And then the last one I was going to show you was just this little, I call them like journal prompts, or again, it's a cluster. You could add something to it. But it's just the metal, the corrugated cardboard, and then the ribbon twist paper and this book plate. So you just get it on there, and then this one is going to come in from the side, and I'm just going to find the hole and slip it in there, and you have your clusters. So quick and easy, a lot of fun. I wanted to show you quickly on the back of this one, if you wanted to have something on the back, you just take, again, the side of the cardboard and you just slip it on there. And now you have a front and back tab, and let's show that in a book. Let's say this is the page you were going to attach it to, and then you just clip it on there. Now you have your tag, then when you flip the page, you have the other side, and the little embellishment hangs off the journal. So quick and easy, fun. With the holidays coming up, it's a lot of fun to make the little embellishments. So that's our project today. I do appreciate your time. I would appreciate it if you left me a comment, maybe something you use to make your cluster base, or you know, which project you like the best. I do appreciate your time, and thank you very much.